Ooh.
Okay, I think it matched. Yeah, it matched up. There we go.
Okay. Great. All right. Just gonna have a look at my team. We have 2 trolls, which you always want to have. We've got a loony, which is a guy with a chainsaw. These 3 guys are all secret weapons. If it's the end of a drive or someone touches down, they will be ejected.
Well, I don't have enough money for any of these things, so I'm just gonna go next.
Cool. And I will get a bribe because I get cheap bribes, and that's it. Yeah, they're ridiculous and funny. I'm not sure if I'd ever use the word competitive in the same sentence as goblins, but other than say that they're not. But they're fun.
I always imagined that the halflings were the absolute weakest team.
They are.
Because at least goblins get a bunch of toys to play with.
Absolutely.
Like, what do halflings get? Like tree men or something?
They get 2 tree men, which are reasonably strong. I think they're strength 6, and they have numbers. They will they will just get in the way with their bodies as they slowly die and slow you down as you run to the end zone. Alright, so team. Alright, he gets to choose. If he's smart, he'll go offense and try to kill me or force me to play secret weapons and stuff. This will be interesting because he can do catcher runs really quick, which can, if he touches down really quick, it ejects all my secret weapons. So I don't want to go too heavy on the secret weapons if he goes offense. If he goes defense, so they get to go offense, I'll just put all of them on the field and just try and kill him as quickly as I can, because once they're off the field, all I've got are a bunch of trolls and some goblins, and that's not really a strong competitive unit. You have to kind of level the playing field, as it were. Yep, so I'm in defense. I've got a bit of a bench, so... Alright, we're going to leave the loony and the bomber. Bomber's usually fairly defensive. Loony can work either way. Fanatic's generally best on offense, so hopefully that works. Alright, so this setup, it keeps this guy center near his ogre, so if he pushes up and stuff, I can throw it at his ogre, who's bad at catching the ball, and I can probably blow him up. It also protects my loony. He's not be able to blitz him, unless he punches through here and then dodges in and stuff. It's very unlikely. And otherwise, I'm not keeping my goblins together because I don't want them to easily put a single guy on my goblins and man them up. I want them to have to fight through and then have to go stand on, and I want to avoid taking damage. Putting the ball in the middle. The loony kicks it with one hand. Whoa! That is super close. This is, I think, reasonably good for us. If he catches it, which he doesn't, okay. So he can kind of grab it and try and build a cage around here. It's a bit long for a ball throw, but it does mean I can kind of try and cram him in one corner. But he's human, so he can pretty easily do a switch and move it around. That he might want to put a bit more security or like got in the way a bit first. This is a little aggressive because if he wants to create a cage, he has to bash that guy and bash that guy, and you can't do it at the same time because you've only got one blitz. So you have to leave when your guy's standing next to one of my guys. We'll do this. But if he doesn't cover those corners, then I can very easily get into him. And if I just disable... And he's a little hard as goblins because I don't have strength 3, so it's always uphill unless I get an assist. But I could disable some of these assists, and maybe run a troll through if I get lucky. But otherwise, I'm just going to dodge back and chainsaw him and lob grenades and attack with the trolls. Try and get the trolls, if I can, in there. And then otherwise just pull back and do my thing. Dead Goblin coming right up. Oof. The auspicious first block of the Creek Memorial League results in injury. This is the inaugural match of the Incidentals League in the Creek Memorial competition. I don't know which. It's competition, I think it's Incidental competition, Creek Memorial League. For those you don't know, Creek in the...
I really don't know what most of the Goblin players do, so I'm not really comfortable keeping the Bombardier just all the way like in the back unmolested, but I don't know how to get him.
Yeah, I put him there to make it hard to get to him. Yeah, he basically... He's not very good at throwing the ball because he's a stunty player, but like while throwing a bomb, but he can throw it, and if it lands on someone and they don't catch it, it blows up and they will go down. And then everyone else around them has a 50% chance that they'll go down as well, and then I can make like an armory or injury roll. But if I fumble it, then, you know, I blow myself up, and it's not unlikely that I'll do that. So it's a very risky player. It's more for fun. Some people don't even use him because he's a bit risky. Ouch. He should be fine. He's a troll. He's got AV9 and regeneration. Oh my dear God. That is really unlikely. Does he come back? He came back. Good job, man.
Yeah, that wasn't... 2 injuries right on the first 2.
Man, you gotta run with it while you got it. Okay, that was a bit risky. I would have probably come in...
I tried risking it, but
maybe?
whatever.
I don't know, it doesn't... Oh, fair enough. Alright, so I'll definitely be trying to throw this ball at this guy and trying to knock him down. Otherwise, I kind of just want to stay away from these guys. I do want to try and kill the catcher, but I want to throw the grenade first because otherwise it'll be difficult. So I might even open with the grenade. It's so risky though. So if I go any further, it starts getting real difficult. I could always go there, but if it bounces, like if it hits him, then it like will, and he fails, it will blow him up. But otherwise, it's a 50-50, and it's a bit risky. So I'm gonna throw it at him. Why not?
So that's how it works.
That's how it works. It's a bit risky because like it's a 50-50 I'll pass properly because I could just fail and drop it or just, you know, throw it inaccurately and it'll bounce and maybe kill my troll. But also you got a chance to catch it. And if you catch it, you can throw it back at me and you can like bounce grenades around like a hot potato between people, and whoever fails, then it'll explode on them. But yeah, so it's good fun.
The guy on the ground survived, actually, like, if you look at the dice rolls.
Yeah.
Or... from what I recall, that the catchers in Blood Bowl 2 actually have an extra armor value over the regular one. That's right.
They're a little bit more like the new ones are, or at least like the tabletop ones are slightly cheaper, and they have armor 7. These ones, like as a human player, I like these guys that they're more durable. Is much better.
Yeah, you mean the 2016 ones?
Yeah,
right?
The 2016 ones are the ones where it's AV7 and it's like another 10 or maybe 20. I think it's just 10. Gold cheaper. Let's put back here. So yeah, certainly superior in this game in my opinion. Do we want to do that?
Oh, there we go.
That's fine. Now, I could go and foul this guy, and I'm sorely tempted to, but that will make this really easy for him to get through. So I really want to stay here. He could bash
so
it down.
So do stunty players just completely ignore tackle zone?
Yeah, so I mean, a tackle zone means like I'll still make a dodge, but it could be like a -3 tackle zone, and I just treat it like it's just a normal dodge. So if having a whole like a dense field of players dodging through, it's not that difficult. It's still risky. But
so basically, they're all just treated as -1 tackle.
Exactly. So if it says -4, -3, -2, I count them all as -1. So it's just a standard. Well, not even -1. It's like just dodging anyway. It's like a -1 would mean I'd go from a 3+ to a 4+. -2 would mean go up to 5+. I just do 3+s all the time.
Okay, I get it now.
So we got a little unfortunate in that first. The first hit was an injury, and the second hit was an injury, but we have regeneration, which means if we get injured on a 4+, we get to come back, which worked. So good for us. If we'd lost the troll on the first hit in the first game, our team would be really put back. Very expensive to replace. He's doing the right thing. If he bashes this, he can open a corridor. He can run through here and set up a sit here. But it does mean it'll be within range of my bomb, and I'm quite happy to throw bombs. And he's left a dude next to me, so I can do a free chainsaw and try and kill the catcher, which is great. This will probably result in, if he scores quickly, which... Ooh.
What the fuck? How did it go that way?
I think it's the only way through, actually. There's no other path.
Oh, I should move
the other guy first, yeah.
Okay, he made it through that. I should have moved the blitzer in front of him first.
So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do it straight away. It is a bit of a more risky because of the distance. It's probably at least a short pass, maybe a medium, maybe even a long pass. Because there's quick pass, which is a short one, and then the short pass is like the medium range one, and then long pass. It's a bit weird. Like I could dodge this guy here, get an assist, have someone else tap there to remove that assist, and then I could come in with the guy and pound there and pop him out. I could throw a grenade or something at this. That's a little dangerous, yeah. So I forced him to just move on me so he doesn't get free hits. It's great. The troll being not useful is not great, but not the end of the world. First things first, we're pressuring the ball. Because if everything screws up, then you at least have to make a blitz or a bash, and it's a risk. At this point, I kind of want to do this and just try and take out the catcher. It has failed again. Quite unfortunate, but we can accept that. So minimum is going to be a short pass. I could throw it there. Could throw it there. That's probably the safest thing. Cross your fingers. It's kind of dangerous, but cross your fingers. So he gets an interception attempt by this guy. He also gets... I could put it there and it'd be a little bit safer. Oh god. Oh god. Oh dear god.
Now what do I do with the bomb?
You can throw it. So you want to choose somewhere for your guy to throw it that's going to hurt me and not hit your guys. Or, yeah, or if there's not that option, then just throw it somewhere else that's safe to throw it. I'm going to try and catch it. Hot potato, hot potato.
Oh boy.
Amazing.
Oh,
amazing. I love it. Alright, I'm not going to throw it at your dude this time. I'm just going to put it next to him. Okay, maybe I should have started from the start.
Oh god. Catch it! Fuck.
That's a good place for it to end up, though. It's next to two tackle zones. So yeah, like, goblins are hilarious and odd. So there you go.
Like, it's just turn 2 and it's already devolving into a mess.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, I'm down 2 players. This is a good turnaround, and you kind of need to use secret weapons to do this. But I have to start making dodges, and I would actually potentially want to... It's so risky, though. There's no chance. I'd have to... No, I just have to go straight across. That's so risky. If I could get like a 1-die push here, and then pick up the ball, maybe it's pretty risky. Because I actually probably should have done that earlier. Because I want to... He has to bash that, and then it has to blitz that, which means he's not going to blitz something else. I'm tempted to blitz. Alright, take the hit. So we would have hoped to have pushed him away at the very least, and I could have walked myself kind of over here and start getting close to the ball. But we knocked out one of the dudes, which is, not terrible. So I've put guys here so you can only stand up, can't do anything else with those. And I've put 2 guys on the ball. I would have liked to have a third, I just didn't have someone spare. And it means he has to bash here, and he has to blitz someone else. And he doesn't want to be doing that. He needs to wait, clear this off, and then maybe dodge out. Next turn could be painful though if the chainsaw gets spacked. He might go out permanently. I tried to choose a dark color that would be easily seen against the green. But it is kind of blending in one to the other. Ooh, I don't agree with that. I've got to blitz the dude off first, at least. So if I was him, I would... Yep, that's great. Probably blitz here. Bash that way, and then get the blitz to carry it, and then just start running through. And, or maybe come back here, but it's so dangerous with these pieces here. It's probably better to keep going, because this guy's got dodge. Yeah. Yep, doing great. Ouch, this is going to be painful. I do have dodge, the skill, which means on a defender... Oof, KO'd. On a defender,
you're really getting unlucky on these armor rolls.
Oh man, it's not uncommon actually. Like the injuries were a bit unlucky, but I mean I'm a 7-man. If I have a full team by the end, I would be surprised in any game with goblins. So it's not uncommon. That's perfectly reasonable if he wants to keep going. There's not many places this guy can go. This guy can probably go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can probably get very close to the end zone. I mean, it's not a bad idea. It gets him away from chainsaw. It gets him to pick up the ball. If it fails, not the end of the world, and he can keep running if he wants. It's not a bad option at all. Yeah. So there may be something said for getting this guy to blitz here, try and take him out, and then throw the ball. Throw the bomb rather, but it is getting a little difficult. Yeah, I think trying to clear that. You little beauty. Go, you good thing.
God.
If I bring this dude around here, I can get an assist, and I get a 3-die. No, I don't want to do that. Sometimes you get unlucky. I wanted to clear that guy so I could throw the ball, but I didn't really have any better option. I could have tried to dodge that guy back out there, but I kind of wanted to leave these guys here so that once this blew up, I have pieces to try and grab the ball and stand on the ball. There's not much you can do in this case. We're already down 4 players. 3 now, 4.
Okay, this should be a touchdown if I don't make any mistake.
And this is mean he's scoring relatively early, which is kind of good for us because it gives us lots of time to score back. If I was him, I would recommend perhaps hanging out for a bit and trying to beat up my goblins since I only have 1 troll on the field. the secret weapons could be an issue, but now I get a good portion of a half to try and beat him up. I'll use it for that one. Oh, my bribe failed. How terrible! They're both sent off. What are these refs doing? I paid my dues. I got my bribe. You can't trust these refs, man. Okay, so I'm down to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. Potentially 10 if the comes back. So it'll be uphill. You never know. I could do it.
So the bombardier and the chainsaw guy, right?
Mm-hmm. So I tried to bribe to get the chainsaw guy back, but that failed. It was a 2+, but I rolled a 1.
But the hammer thrower is still there.
Yeah. So I kept him out in the first half because he's better on offense rather than defense. But yeah, at the end of this half, if when I score, or we just the half ends, he has to go off regardless. So the second half, I don't have any secret weapons. So yes, no one ever said goblins were easy. You have to rely on a bit of luck, and we've already used 2 of our 4 rerolls. So he set it up very intelligently to keep the fanatic, because fanatic moves to one of 3 random spaces and in one direction. I choose like north, south, west, east, and he will just move in a random direction in that 3 space. So by putting these guys over there, it's hard.
I wonder if there's ever been like a conversion of Blood Bowl rules to make it more like actual American football.
I don't know. I would have figured that it probably sprung out of old rules. There probably was old rules that were American football rules, and they kind of just used them and turned them into the current ones. But I don't know.
From what I recall, it was made by British people about what they thought, like what they thought American football was like.
All right, I think this is good. We've got a guy to pick up the ball. We've got a guy to go make it safe. My cat is meowing at me. That is... Okay, we can officially say my luck is bad. So that's the worst result for me.
Yeah, this is twice in the same game.
A blitz means he gets to move all his guys that aren't based, which means he can go, bash a dude here, try and get my fanatic down, run deep into my half, and it's going to be super dangerous because I'm going to have the ball, and I'm going to have nowhere to run. As he's going to have a guy there, he's going to have a guy there, that kind of thing. Because he can very... not perfectly actually dodge through. It's a little bit difficult because I've set it up reasonably well, but he can absolutely push aside and spill in, and I'm gonna have to be like run, and hope that if he really I actually kind of want him to overcommit at this point, because if I can run the ball up, hand off to this guy after using this guy or this guy to clear that guy off, I can just pick him up and throw him with the troll, or run him through if it's clear. This doesn't really change anything. I mean, it's a little bit dangerous, but if I screw up and the troll gets unlucky, then it's a great position to bash my goblin. Otherwise, I'm just gonna. It doesn't really change the mathematics of the roll. I'm still going to be a 2+. Then I'm going to try and push in here, so then my fanatic has a better chance of hitting someone. He has committed fairly forward, so we do want to try and, if we can, just move the ball up as quickly as we can. But yeah, we'll see. We kind of have to... It's going to be a little difficult. I'm just saying, it's going to be a little...
So do goblins have like a catcher type player?
No. They just have goblins.
No throwers, no nothing.
No, my throwers, my catchers, my linemen, my blitzers are all goblins. And then I just have 2 big guys and some secret weapons. There is a kind of a running guy who's a pogoer guy he's slightly faster than the goblin, and he can like do the leap skill, like the Kislev's guys, where he can jump over people. That's the closest to any kind of other non-secret weapon type guy they have in this rule set. So we're going to try and push this guy in. That's perfect. We can follow. Same with this. the chance of being able, like, even if we clear this guy off, we're still going to have to hand off to someone who's got a tackle zone on. It's kind of the best we can hope for. Maybe is trying to beat him up and get the ball somewhat safe in some kind of cage. It's going to be super difficult though. We're in a tight spot. So, not terrible yet. It would have been nice.
You are not really getting the favor from these dice.
Oh, it happens, man. I've played enough games where it's gone completely the other way, so it's all good. So we kind of want to try and secure the ball. It's so dangerous if it doesn't work. And I can come stand in. I could try and make a cage here with like dodging goblins away, or I can just kind of move it up here, keep it near the fanatics. So if they try and help, the fanatic's gonna get in the way. Let's just go stand over here. Actually, there's more blitzers on that side. That's too long. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Let's just do this. This is where one hopes for some good rolls that will make life miserable. But we're only getting stuns, so I can also go for it here. A little risky, but we kind of need to take some risk at this point. We didn't get.
How many frenzy rolls are you gonna get?
So I get 3 normal movements, and if I want to, I can go for it, but I have to roll a 2+, and if I fail, he just dies usually instantly. So it's super risky. But I only get, I'm done. Like what I just did was because I felt forced by the situation to be really aggressive. But otherwise, no, I don't really have much of a chance.
I thought you just got all those bunch of free follow-up block rolls.
Yeah, once I activate him, I have to use him 3 times. I can't just do once to go, no, I don't want to do it anymore. But after that, I have to choose whether I want to continue or stop. So now I'm trying to get pieces in the way to try and get in the way. I kind of want to leave a goblin next to him to help him stay active, because if he has a goblin next to him, he's much smarter. But I also want to not be punched. So I'm going to actually pull back. And I will fail. Eventually, the Desko gets you.
I think it's the first tackle zone that actually worked. It's all stunty players.
Yeah, the dodge reroll does do a huge service for them. It makes life a lot easier. It's not as good as elves with dodge. Elves with dodge are ridiculous. They'll just run through your lines and not care about, but they're still decent. So yeah. So we've got the fanatics tying up 4 players. That's great. He may beat him up. It's unlikely. It's the two die uphill and he doesn't have block on them, so it's super risky. If there's a both down, then we'll both go down. It might be worthwhile to do at the end of the turn, but otherwise, he's doing a great job trying to make up for our significant numbers disadvantage. We've got both the trolls still. It's doable. I may have to hand the ball off and or have the troll come over, pick up this guy and throw him, and then run it forward. But we'll see. Goblins generally don't win; they're not very competitive. But if we can even if I can get a touchdown, that's a huge win for a goblin player. And if I somehow force a draw, that's great. And if I win, it's outstanding. And we've done a good job. We pat ourselves on the back and generally shame the opposition for failing.
Oh wow! I just realized that
he's
this guy's
super
super
tough. Yeah.
I thought it was just a secret weapon, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else in the game is higher than he is. I think 7 is the highest. So yeah, you need like a ton of assists to have a chance. Or a big player and a couple assists. Okay, so I made it difficult to get in. If you click on an enemy player, you can see my tackle zones from their perspective, and so I've just flooded this area with tackle zones. You can't get to my guy very easily. The best you can do is, I don't know about that, punch one of my dudes and then go stand next to him. Yeah, that's too risky. I mean, you can, but it's super risky, and a 50-50 is, lucky. Is generally not something you want to go for. You want minimum 3+, potentially a 2+, obviously being preferable for a single die roll. You only generally do that when you're feeling it's really dire, like, when I'm doing crazy 1 dies that are still like, 3+. When I was doing that Goblin trying to clear the bomber. But yeah, you only do that really dire straits. So this is interesting. The troll doesn't have an index one, so that's great. If I can get the ball,
position now, just a total,
then I can pick
total
him up
clusterfuck.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's great. So if I can get the ball, and say hand him off to this guy, he can throw him.
Ball
and
just
he can
like
run.
in the middle of the giant melee.
So I kind of want to get this guy gone. So we're going to try and blitz this guy away from the ball. Perfect. Now, we're not going to try and pick it up, because if I pick it up with this guy, he can't do anything. He's already done his action, blitz. So what I probably want to do is stand next to this guy. Oh wait, this guy will be able to punch out here. And I can go and pick up that ball and put it to him after I've done the Fanatic to try and clear him off. So, let me try that. So, against the block piece, which is not ideal, but we got rid of him. Great. He can go over there. I will stay. He's going to just not do anything probably this turn. Now we do the Fanatic. Really need some of these hits to be a little bit stronger. I'm not going to bounce this because I don't want to bounce it out there. I'm just going to put him here. I just needed to clear it so that I can access the ball without running into him. Now I can either go back up and try and man up these guys, or get free hits on people. I'm going to go free hits on people because long term I kind of need to pressure him. A little unfortunate we're not getting more armor breaks and kills and injuries, but I'm not going to press it now because we've kind of done what we wanted to do, which was set things up to try and get the ball to this guy so I can throw him and potentially score. So let's do that. Now, throwing a Goblin is super dangerous because my guys are always hungry. So there's a multi-stage process. I have to see if this guy's hungry, and if he's hungry, he'll just eat the dude, and the ball will drop. Once he's done that, he then needs to see if he's or is he going to be really stupid? Does he even act? If he does, he has to see if he's going to eat the Goblin. Then he has to throw the Goblin. That's another roll. Then the Goblin has to see if he lands. It's super, super dangerous, and you don't do it unless you're in a dire strait. I'm in dire straits.
Oh, are you going to throw him?
Yeah, I just need to figure out, there's a click. I have to see whether it's right click or left click. I think it's this way. There we go. No, it's right click, right click. There we go. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to throw this guy because I'm in such dire straits. I need a... So I succeeded in my loner roll, and then I failed.
Oh boy.
So yeah, so it's a super, super dangerous thing to do.
So what determines if he actually... Oh, there's a landing roll. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a multi-stage process. It's 4 rolls I have to make. It's super dangerous. You don't do it unless you have to. First is, does he even act? Does he go stupid and do nothing? Then it's, is he hungry? Does he eat the dude he's picking up? And then it's throwing the Goblin. Does he fumble the throw or throw him accurately? And then finally, the dude has to try and land it without falling over. If he doesn't have the ball, I don't think it turns over if he just falls over, but if he has the ball, then it turns over. So yeah, it's super risky. You don't generally do it, but I was in dangerous spot, so I needed to try and get the quick touchdown if I could. But if he landed, I could have run him in with maybe a single GFI. As it is, I probably will end up with 2-0 by the end of the half. So if we look at the rolls, so we started with really stupid, succeeded. Didn't go hungry as well, great. We didn't throw him properly. We could have said, okay, that's fine, and he'll just put him back down. But I kind of wanted to get it done. Since we got past those initial difficulties, I was probably going to have to do it next turn anyway. The chances of getting through him and not getting punched within the turn was pretty low. These people were just going to slowly encroach on me. So I wanted to try and take my chance. I succeeded the loner roll, which is great, because it is risky. And it might, if he failed that roll, I waste the re-roll, and nothing happens. It goes back to this original result. But I succeeded. I threw him. It was inaccurate, but that's fine. It was a 50-50 landing, and I screwed it up. So I could have died, by being eaten or crash landing on the ground and breaking my neck. So, count your lucky stars, I guess. He hasn't locked up this guy. That's a potential problem for him. I may just go over and shunt this guy and pose a real risk, because I can't really get over there.
Thinking about it now, I should have let the thrower pick up the ball, not the catcher.
Potentially, yeah. But he might have been too far away, maybe? I don't know. Do you have a spare thrower?
He's one going for it, roll away, which isn't too risky, but I don't know. I didn't want to take it, even though it's just a +2.
Yeah, I mean, it's as long as you have a couple guys next to the ball, it's not a bad idea. But you're right, it is near the edge of the field, and if it got fumbled and it went out, then it might be thrown to me somewhere, and I could just run through and pick it up and keep going. So it is probably safer that way. But yeah. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could try and get over here. Chances of doing anything probably minimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I'm actually going to do this. This might actually work. If I can push him out, that's actually a great opportunity. Alright, here we go. In it to win it. Perfect. He's pushed out.
Uh-oh.
This is called crowd surfing. Yes! Oh, crowd surfed by a goblin. Ouch. And the ball has landed amongst my guys.
Oh my god, he loses one...
Yeah. His movement? Yeah. So his movement will become 7 after this match. So yeah.
That's basically just a retirement.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you have spare cash, yeah, he'll probably end up retired. If any of my guys take permanent injuries, they're usually serious ones. Maybe losing movement's not end of the world. But eventually I'll probably, if they've got a whole bunch of, they're a legendary player, but they take a -1 movement, I'll be that's fine. But if they take a -1 to strength or agility, and they're a player that uses the ball, if they're just a bashy piece, I don't care if the agility goes down to 1. But if they're, strength goes down, or they're a thrower guy and the agility goes down, I'd be okay, I might have to just cut my losses and start afresh. But yeah, in this case, yeah, you might want to replace them if you can. Alright, we could do the throw thing again. A little risky.
Yeah, catcher who can't run is basically useless, especially since he's level 1.
Yeah, certainly if you're going to change him out, now's the time. Okay, what other options? I could throw him. It's super dangerous, but it could work. And I don't have that many turns. I could pick it up and just run through. And try and run other goblins through. I think we try to do this first. Get him away from the ball if we can. Alright, and again, we'll try and hit this guy. Alright, that's fine. So the good thing about goblins is they're so weak relative to me. I always throw 3 dice against them, and I can always choose a push or a defender stumbles. There's a good chance that they'll survive being hit.
Oh, you can use this to push your own guys.
Yeah, it's actually really good against goblins because I get 3 dice against them because I'm so strong. It means I can usually choose a push or a defender stumbles like that and then just push them around. Trolls less so. So I'm following up here. I don't like to stand next to him, but I want to activate this troll potentially later. I can pick up, hand off, have him throw again. Why not? Okay. Didn't work. Ball's in here. It's not great. We'd like to try and score this half to try and tie it up. Because if I can score on the opponent's offensive drive half, that's great. But, you know, you're goblins. What are you going to do? The ball's next to my fanatic, so if they don't remove him, if they remove everything else but not him, they're still having a -1 to pick up. So it's unlikely he's going to score, but I'm not likely to score either. And in the summation, on my offensive drive, I'm just going to have like a couple goblins and a troll, 2 trolls, and he's going to have pretty much his full team, minus a catcher, not the end of the world. He can probably just keep bashing me to death. This was actually... Just to the side, we've got ogres, Skaven, humans, and goblins in this league. This is the worst starting matchup for me because he has so much block, which is really good for knocking my players and taking them out. And then against goblins, you just want to like just beat on the secret weapons and the goblins. Try and stay away from the trolls. And the trolls, once they run out of goblins to stand next to them, they'll start going really stupid. This is a good move if you can punch it here and then knock it. Bounce it onto someone and it bounces out of here, and that's great. But, maybe it'll bounce on my guy and I'll pick it up. We'll see. Like if it bounced into this guy's...
Is it a turnover if I don't catch it here?
No, it's not a turnover. You can ignore this. It'll just keep bouncing until it stops. It's only when you actively try to pick it up as opposed to it randomly bouncing into square. I think potentially. Wow.
How did that go through?
I don't know how you dodged. That's the impressive bit, not the pickup. Like it's pretty hard, but the dodge is impressive. Okay. So.
I'll take that.
Yeah. So what I would have recommended, probably from your perspective, if you moved him out to the north, so one space further up from him. It would have been his normal 3+ dodge, and then he could have moved into that square and not have to do if you go straight to that square, it's going to be a 5+ because he's got 2 tackle zones on it. But if he goes out and then back in, then he just makes a 3+ dodge and then a 5+ pickup. Not that the dodge was a problem because you rolled a 6.
I'm going to look at the replay and see how that works.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, my guy picked it up. That's nice.
Alright, then we'll hold it there. So, this guy is currently really stupiding, so we need to stand this guy up. And then we can punch this guy, negate each other. Alright, so we may be getting carried away, but we definitely want to focus on the ball, but we have to think about this as well. This isn't too dangerous, but somebody could come back and bash us. And it's hard to get a proper assist here. I can't really blitz him. If I can get these guys over here, clear this, I can run in with that guy and blitz potentially. So let's go stand over here. So that's potential. If I do 3 3+, I don't have to do 2+. It's a little safer. Let's try this. It's super dangerous, and because if he can just do a 3+ dodge away, but I want to try and clear this so that I can push him there. So we'll take the risk. Amazing. Goblins. Go, you little good things, Scarras. MVP. Ah, it happens. So yeah, I try to set that up to get a nice 2-die, so I could push him out of the way, and then I didn't even see there's a guy standing next to him. I couldn't have done that anyway. That's foolish. I was thinking, I'm gonna run in here and bash this guy, but I was actually manned up anyway. But I could have blitzed, hit him, and then gone, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3 if I knocked him down, and then given him an additional assist. I wouldn't do this. I would dodge out, run down here, and hand it off to him. And you probably want to move someone else up to just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and try and support him. And you bring this guy up here. Again, you want to dodge out, and then there you go, perfect. That's what I was talking about before, about dodging out and then back in. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Would you like a recommendation?
Yeah, sure.
If you come out and attack from the corner in towards the goblin, then you can potentially push like my troll away from your guy and stuff like that. Sorry, my cat's meowing. Whereas if you just come across like that, you could potentially just push me so that I stand on the opposite side of the other goblin, and then you're really in trouble because I'm blocking off your escape route. So you want to come in from the corner is preferable.
All right, thanks.
No problem. You could just, knock him down, it won't matter, but if you came in here across here, the only place he's got to go is here. So if he just pushes me there, then he can't dodge out easily. So it's better if he comes in from here, pushes that, and then you can push it up here and here, and that guy, he's still got some tackle zones on him, he still has to make a dodge, but he doesn't get cut off, whereas, if he goes there, then that life could be really miserable really quick. I might move the other guy up first. But, again, you don't have to pass them there. You could just run in and hand off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could run in there and just do a handoff to him. I don't want to coach him too much because he's his own man and he has to learn by doing. But at this point, if I went up 3, I could actually potentially, if I get the ball to this guy somehow with 2 tackle zones on him and throw him, I need a whole bunch of 6s. I could technically score, but what I'll probably do is do the fanatic, try and kill people, and then if I have a chance at the end, somehow he drops the ball, then I'll try and score with a bunch of 6s. That's probably not going to happen. Yeah, that works too. Ooh, unfortunate.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Bad luck. Okay.
Oh, it's the end of the half, so
that's true. So I can come over here and provide him assist, or I could have a 1 in 3 chance of making this guy make an injury roll. Potentially, this might be useful. I got unlucky. Oh. So I can pick that up.
I really should have just went straight, dodged out of the tackle zone and tossed the pass.
But potentially. You could even potentially run up to and just do a handoff and just pass, not have to do a pass as well. Alright, so this guy's now free. I could come over and do a blitz.
I thought that guy is just stunned.
Yeah, he'll be fine. So I can do dodges and try and get a 2-die. Or I can do an extra dodge. 3+ there is there, and then it gives me 2 dice, or attack 1 die with a 3+ as well. It's the same either way, but this makes life easier and longer term. And has a reroll, so why not? So we go like this. I could do a 1 die here, but it's if I could push it the wrong way, it's not too bad. I can put him next to it. And then I could potentially 1 die him off. Nah, that's fine. Let's do it this way. Okay. Alright, we knocked him out. I was thinking actually of fouling that dude. And I probably should be more aggressive in my fouls, but I'm trying to control the ball. So I can pick this up, hand it to him, and have him throw it. Really unlikely that'll work. So I may well just foul someone. The linemen aren't a great option for fouling. Blitz is a great option for fouling, but there's too many guys nearby. Let's see what it's going to be. It's 28%. It's really low. I think I'll just pick it up, do the handoff. Yeah, well, we'll just try for the Hail Mary. Nope, he failed. That's fine. Alright, GG, good half.
That was a fun half.
Yeah, it's crazy. Goblins are always fun.
Yeah, but they're less fun when they take out the Bombardier due to bribes not...
That's alright. That's good, we got both knocked out players back. That's great. Oh, he's out. Sad to see him go. He was a good boy. So it's now my offensive drive. I don't have any secret weapons, and I'm down an extra player. So I'm down to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. It's going to be uphill. The best I can hope is that I can grind slowly up, and then run a goblin through or throw a goblin through. I'm going to try and play relatively safe. Not that that's really possible with goblins. And then just try and move up. He's got 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got the same number of players as me. Obviously, it's in his favor because he has strength 3 pieces everywhere, which means any guy he blocks one of my dudes, he gets 2 dice. And I have to do 2 dice uphill against him. So it's super, super difficult. I don't really want to touch this guy. I kind of want to just prevent him from moving anywhere. I'm almost tempted to run like a double troll thing here. And just try and punch my way through and create a space here.
That is a big offset on the on your right side.
Yeah, I'm trying to do what I can to try and make a decent breakthrough. Since I've got so few players and you guys are all strength 3 and minus strength 2, I kind of need to pressure somewhere to have a chance. So that's all good. That's good. I have to have a third guy in this line. Might put a guy there just so he can't run around. In case he gets another blitz or something. And otherwise seems fine. Bring him over there maybe. Because that's so good. Alright, let's try that. Again, I'm trying to avoid his guys and beat up what I can. That's all I can really do. Okay, that's fine. Not great. Not great. That is...
Oh, that was scary.
Yeah, that's. I would have really preferred it to have gone out and I could have given it to the right guy. Now life gets interesting because it's on the wrong side of the pitch for where I want it to be.
I actually intentionally played it to the right.
Oh,
my right.
Risky. Good job. It worked out. So, alright, so we can go pick up the ball.
Because it's either I keep you from scoring or you score quickly and I get the ball back.
That's true. That's true. I want to, it's in my advantage to try and slowly play and then score near the end, so you don't have a chance. But that also means I get beaten up a lot in the meantime.
Oh, okay.
So I think we'll do a side cage for now. That's the relatively safe thing to do, and we'll probably just try and pick up the ball. That's about as safe as we're going to get. Okay, we are going to re-roll this just because if it goes out, it could go somewhere else crazy. Alright, we got unlucky.
Oh, man. Isn't there like an app that tells that you feed the rolls into and it tells you if you're unlucky?
At the very end, it does show you your dice rolls. It shows how many 2s you got, how many 1s. It kind of matters a little bit because, if you're an elf dodging, 2s are great. You don't have to worry about 2s. But if you're a human dodging, 2s are terrible. So it kind of matters in that regard. But yeah, you can actually look how even the dice rolls were and if you got gypped. So yeah,
because I remember there was like I don't know if it was for what do they call it? What was that website?
The dice roller one, like Dice Log.
No, the one that they play Blood Bowl.
I'm not sure which one that is.
Oh yeah, it's Fumble.
Oh, Fumble. Yeah. The online one. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't,
because
know that. That's hilarious.
No, I think like I can't remember if there was like there was a website that you fed your like match reports into, and it would tell you like how much the dice screwed you. I can't remember if it was for Fumble or it was for Blood Bowl 2. I'm gonna.
Yeah, it makes sense. One of the two. It's probably that. So yeah, this is really bad. We got unfortunate landing the ball. I did the right thing. I secured it. I got dudes over to it. But, you know, you failed 3+ with the reroll. There's not much you can do about that. I could have done things over here, but they're risky. And if I failed that, then I would have had even less. I would have had one dude on the ball. Ooh. And then life would have been really miserable. So you got to try and mitigate the risk somewhat. I don't know if he really needs to do that. He probably could have stood there and be fine, because being there doesn't really change things. I guess it does, kind of, because it makes it harder for me to push him off the deck.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Alright, so we need to kind of push this guy and then get the ball. So... Alright, so we've got the ball relatively safe again. It's still not great. And we may want to move this guy over just to make it difficult for that ogre to move anywhere. It does open this up, but if he wants to get through there, he's getting through there. There's not much I can do about it. I just want to kind of restrict his ability to bring that ogre over here and, you know, bring it back down here, maybe. There's not much that I can do. Then we have to pick it up, I think. Alright, we got it. So, we can come over here and put a guy there. And that'll give us a bit of a screen. I think that's the best we can do, honestly. If they want to get through this, they can probably get through this. So I'm going to put this dude there. So we're kind of shielding that, kind of shielding that. It's, you know, I'm goblins. He can, if he wants to get through, he can get through. But we will... try and clear this dude off. Brilliant. Go over here. Follow up. I can bring this guy back and stand him on the ball, and that's probably the safest thing. I could go up here. Or even like try and stand on this guy. But I have to play a long game, so it's probably better to be safe and wait it out than overcommit. And I kind of want to just stand this guy here, because that means on my next turn I can activate this guy, and it'll be a 2+ to activate him instead of a 4+, and then I can move this guy off. Otherwise I'll have to go to him on my turn and waste this guy's movement and his action to get him to be able to activate. Otherwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, it's cutting too much. So if something goes bad here for him, it's a real opportunity for me to run a dude in there, you know, start blitzing and pushing people off the pitch, which is ideal for me because I don't have the strength otherwise to beat him. I need to kind of work in piecemeal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he still hasn't really lost him an extra. He's just fallen over once. This will hurt. Oh, maybe not. Got lucky. Actually, goblins, like, while they're weak and they have strength 2, which means you're always getting with a strength 3 or 2 dice against them, they do have dodge, so they're actually kind of defensive and can survive a bit, but sustained hitting is going to eventually get through, and then the armor 7 is going to make itself known. And in addition, they have something called Stunty, which gives a plus, it treats roll 7 and 9 on the injury table as KO and badly hurt. So it's one, like it shifts from being 8 as a KO to 7, so it's more likely, and also a 10 to a 9 on being badly hurt, if I recall. So it means they're slightly more likely to suffer badly once they are armor broken, and it's pretty easy to break their armor. You only need a roll of 8, because I've got AV7, which you need to beat. Ooh, I wouldn't do that. Just bash that and then walk in. Bash, stay, and then walk in. At this point, style life is still good. We could potentially, you know, bash that guy, run over, hand off the ball, throw it or something. If we can, we'll probably, you know, bash this way, try and keep this space for us and keep him from getting over here, and then just try and put the ball around here. That's most likely what's going to happen. Ow, 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 ow. Poor Goffnig. He loses point of agility. He is probably dead.
Yep.
being retired. Life is cheap in Goblin Town.
Yeah, and you know, like a goblin has low stats already. You can't afford to lose any of them.
Yeah, exactly. So I made it difficult to get to me, and that worked out. But I am slowly losing players, and it's going to exacerbate over time. So I kind of need to put this guy here, I think, just to secure that a bit before I run over. And then I'll go over here and try and bash his guy down. I might even do it that way. That way, afterwards, I can stand here and man up that guy. No, I want to be able to keep moving, I think, so I can keep maneuvering. We will not reroll that one. So we're now vulnerable because these tackle zones are no longer available. I can do a kind of run through here. It's super dangerous. I might just move the guy here. What can I do? That is really quite difficult. 1, 2, 3. I could maybe get a cage around here. Humans are quite quick, so it's running away from him is not really an option. I kind of just needed to punch through and scream. I could do a punch. If that fails, he's got a really easy hit on my guy, so I kind of want to get over here and just stand there for now. And that makes it a little bit harder. He can still punch there and then run a dude in, and it's very likely to work. So then we'll move him here, and then now we have to make dodges, and life gets a little stressful. Okay, made it. Look, I'm gonna, since he doesn't have block, it's kind of risky for him. He does get a 3 dice, but I'm gonna wait for now and try and do this to do some damage. He fails as well. Okay, so this guy, potentially we might want to run him back. I might also just want to have him chill for now. He can stay there. I kind of want him, as something goes wrong, I can run, hand off to him, and he can throw him up. So I'm just going to bread drag him back. Great. And that's it. We're not going to do anything else. That's kind of as safe as we can get. I could run him over and try and stomp on his dude.
You sort of realize what kind of game Blood Bowl is when there are two different types of traits to describe how stupid a character is.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit like
boneheaded and really stupid.
Of the two, boneheaded's slightly better because you don't need to be you don't need carers to look after you. It's just a 2+, whereas mine, I need to keep someone next to him. Otherwise it becomes a 4+. So he can't directly attack the ball this turn. He can. This is good. He's pressing on me. He absolutely should be pressing on me. And it's actually good that you completely blocked me from moving through that way, because I could potentially go, you know, jump, 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 and keep going through. But I can probably still go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hand off to that guy, have him throw him up, or even just hand off and just run. Like, this is somewhat overcommitting. He needs to have a safety out here, because even if he punches a dude, stands next to my guy, I can, you know, hand it off and have him run up, or do a run away and do a hand off and run it up. So he'll probably stand there. That's fine. I'll just, yeah, I think I'll just. Whoa, he didn't follow up. He should have kept running. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hand off to him, and I'm gonna keep running up. So, put a guy there. I'm not going to punch with this guy. I'm just going to activate him. because I don't want to risk the punch. I just want to make sure that if this goes well and I run up here, he's got his tackle zones back, so it's hard for this guy to move. I'm then going to... What do I want to do? I want to kind of... I can't really tie up those guys to the back. I could do this. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll tie up people. It's fine, he failed. Okay, we've done relatively safe things. Let's do the risky thing.
So just based on your experience, all these big guys have lots of downsides. Which one of them would you think would be best? Oh boy, this is bad.
So there's a kind of a hierarchy. The bottom of the trolls, the really stupid is the worst one because it requires you to have someone next to you to basically babysit you. The next one up, I would probably say, is Bonehead, because you still have to do... It's a kind of a toss-up, the other two. Wild Animal and Bonehead are kind of a toss-up. Wild Animal is a more aggressive one. As long as you can keep getting blocks, then it's a 2+, and it's like really easy. But if you fail on the 2+, if you're hitting someone, or the 4+, if you don't have someone to hit and you're not blitzing, you don't lose your tackle zone. So he still acts as someone who's in the way. With Bonehead, it's the other way. You don't have to block people. You can just move and it's still 2+. But if you fail, you lose your tackle zone. So it's more of a toss-up between those two. They're kind of equal, and I kind of favour the wild animal slightly. But Trolls, really stupid, is by far the worst. It's really stupid. And a bad group of guys to have. I could leave this guy to get punched, and to make it hard for them, but I'm just going to run away because it's too risky otherwise. And I will go over here. And we're just mitigating damage at this point. I don't want to be too close to each other though. Standing next to each other can be a problem. So I might just stand him here. And he failed. That's fine. Last thing, we'll probably just dodge that guy there, so he's standing next to him so he can act. At this point, he can get to my guy, and he can, there's a reasonable chance. He's got some rerolls to really put the pain on me. But he has to make some risky moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's pretty risky. It's not super risky, but it's a little risky. And so I've done the best I can, considering the fact that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 odd players, and they're goblins for the most part, to make life difficult for him because he overcommitted over here. Yep, this is... Ooh, now he has to reroll, and he's got Loner, which fails, so then he falls down. And now I'm in a position to score potentially. Yeah, it's the risk with those guys. So now I'm less likely to score actually, because I think I might be able to wind this clock down a little bit and force a draw. So first things first, we're going to stand a dude there.
The big problem is that they also have Loner.
Yes, that's the other issue with them. So they are a bit risky. And I'll place this guy here because I want to have an assist. I should move this guy up immediately. We can go stand over here. I will try and bash this guy in a second. I want to just pick this guy up. I don't want to dodge with him. And I want to make this guy come over here. And this guy's going to just get in, stop these guys from running over and assisting. So he's just going to go stand over. 1, 2, 3, yeah. I should buy enough time. Great, so we're stopping mainly this blitzer from getting over there quickly and easily. Everything else is pretty good. Might do this now, because I really want to... This is the only threat, really, to me now, so I need to try and take it out. And I'll follow up. It means he has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can get to me, but he has to make a dodge. And then we'll try and punt this guy. And we will just push him further towards their line, and then we'll follow up to keep him pinned. So this guy has to make a dodge and then attack me. And he doesn't have block, so it's risky. He might both down, and we both fall down, and then my guys can just...
Yeah, there's only one move here.
So he might have wanted to wait. You've got spare guys here, you could move up. and help. Ooh, he's going to do it. He might well take me down. And he's got me. Unfortunate. He rolled 6. He needed to roll a 6, otherwise...
If I tackle you into the zone, is it a touchdown?
No, as long as you're powering me and not pushing me, it doesn't count as a touchdown. So you guess, you're absolutely fine. Now this is potentially bad if it bounces out. I want it to bounce in. Perfect. Great. Because that means I can go potentially recover it. If he picks it up, it's not a terrible thing. I wanted to fall over it to bounce here. That'd be perfect. If I was him, I wouldn't move anything more, because I have to remove him and try and pick up the ball, which is difficult enough as it is. Oh, he's 2 6s. Amazing. Now I've got the difficult proposition where if I... Oh, okay. That would be a bit risky. If I push that guy out, the ball might have gone anywhere. But now I can kind of drop him on the ground and try and pick it up. So we'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, fuckstick, stay on the ground.
Alright. Sorry, my cat was moving things in the background. Yep, that's perfectly reasonable. I might have used this guy instead for that, just because there's no going for it roll involved. But I may have other plans for him. Maybe he wants to stand him on there, because otherwise he doesn't summon to really stand on him. At this point, I'm just going to kind of run over here, try to make a bash, try and get the ball free, move this guy up, that kind of thing. So yeah, first thing first, go stand on him, and then I'll... Yikes, pain is coming. Oof. So the Fanatic's got 2, and... Who's the other guy got 2? Maybe a guy fell over. Maybe that's what happened. I don't have any SPP for that. Yikes, that's not great. I wanted to get that guy up there. So I'm now limited to these 2 guys, basically. This guy will probably come stand next to here, and then if this guy dodges away, otherwise I'll stand next to this guy and try and... Ooh, I wouldn't do that. He's better off dodging away. But I would, if I was him, I might even stand on these guys to prevent him from moving over to assist my dudes. Because I could, blitz over here and clear this guy. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a bit risky, but I could blitz there and clear that. Alright, so let's go stand here. Yeah, let's do that. This guy we're going to just try and activate because he's not doing anything otherwise. And he can go stand here, just because this is his scoring threat, so I want to kind of get in the way of that. It's highly likely that he fails, but that's right. We wanted to do it because it's a safe thing to do. If it doesn't turn over if he fails. Now I can come here and push that. Or I could take a risk there. So first things first, how we want to push this guy, because this is the safe move. Push him here. Can bounce there and it's fine. So he needs to stand there. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, actually can't because it's going to be extra movement to do that. So I might have to, I can go here and then push him there. So that's what I'm going to do. It's a 3+ into a 3+. Is there anything better I can do? I could do that. It is a bit dangerous. But it means I could potentially get that guy in a better position for next. I might just dodge this guy. I think that's smarter. Okay, great. We're just going to use this guy to man up, I think. He can just go and stand on the pickup guy, and there. Oh yeah, we don't want to blitz, actually, because we want this guy to blitz here. So we're just manning up people. He's got lots of spare players, not a real problem for him. And then we're going to do this. We've got 3 rerolls, so we definitely want to use them if we get the opportunity. I'll reroll that. It's risky, but it worked. To a degree. Oh, not good. So
No, this is very bad.
I could have pushed him there, but the chance of him beating me up, and I wanted to get the possession away from him, so that he has to take risks to try and pick it up. He's only got 1 reroll left, so it's getting riskier and riskier. He can get to it, absolutely, but he can't get very far with it unless he starts making some crazy throws, some elf plays, and that's risky. Ooh, and so if he fails this, we're golden. We're in it to win it. Perfect. Oh my god, here we go. Alright. So...
This is not very good.
No, it's not great, is it? We kind of want to stand this guy up, push him over there, stand him up, push him out. That's kind of the plan, I think. There's nothing else we can really do. Stand this guy here, move him up. No, we want to stand on this guy because he's a score threat. Okay, great. So we've eliminated that. So... kind of want to blitz there and take a risk, maybe. Because the idea is if we can push this guy over here, then we free up this guy to stand up and provide an assist against this guy, and then we can try and clear him out by coming in here and trying to bash him off the field, and then just pick up the ball. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we will... We'll take the risk now. We'll stand him up. And we'll stand this guy up. And then we'll take the bash, and we'll see what we can do. We need to reroll that one. That's no good. Again, we got unfortunate. If we had... All we needed was a push. So we needed basically a 3+. I would have pushed him there. And then we could have drawn... Trying to push this guy off the field and then control the ball. So it's really... Next turn, I need to get control of the ball. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. And now he's had time to catch up. It's going to get really hairy on this ball. I'm going to have to make, maybe a 5+ pickup and, a dodge in. So it's getting harder and harder. We just needed, one of these two both down results that I got to end up with a 3+ instead of a 2+. And then we would have been golden. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this. I would blitz here and then maybe pick it up. He doesn't need to stop. He just needs to stop me picking it up. He doesn't necessarily have to pick it up himself. So yeah, he can bash here, and he can bash here, and he can make it really difficult. Ooh, dodge. Excellent. Doesn't want to put me under the ball. Yep, because that might bounce it to somewhere where there's not as much bodies on the point. I may not even be able to bash this. I may just be running in. Oh, we don't want to do that. Again, I'd probably bash rather than... Wow! Amazing!
Oh,
if you just roll 5s, you can win. I can guarantee. Alright, that's a problem. That is a real problem. Yeah, I mean, that's why we left this here. So my cat's meowing. This is really difficult. Because if I stand on him and bash him down and get the ball free, there's no one there to grab it and run it in. I'd have to run a dude here, run another dude there, pick up the ball and throw it, which is super hard to do. Alright, let's go try it. Stand him up, because it doesn't really matter. I have to try this though. That is not good enough. I need to re-roll this. And I failed. Oh well, GG mate, well played.
Oh, GG. Considering you have a Goblin team and I only managed to beat you 1-0, that's pretty good.
So yeah, if I manage to get a Defender Stumbles, like if I need a 5+, I could drop him down. I have to run someone over here, and then run someone over to pick up the ball and then throw it because I wouldn't have enough movement to walk the rest of the way. So he can throw here, walk over here, do a handoff. It's a little bit risky. Oh, he's fine. Bad luck on the throw.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to, get the experience points.
Yeah, vanity passes. That's a great result for us, considering we're probably going to have to replace someone.
I got a dice. Is that it?
Okay, so what do you have? It's a d6 roll. Because you won, you can re-roll it. The best result is 6, the worst result is 1. Generally, if you got 4 or above, you don't re-roll it. If you go to 1 to 3, you generally do re-roll it. This is great.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Great, that's perfect. Walk away. You're done well. So you'll be able to see the in-game watch replays. You can kind of look at it again, but also when I put this up, you'll be able to see and hear my commentary and stuff like that.
All right. This is nice.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys are doing it because I always enjoy the game. And so if we can do this and it is successful, then more people will join. And the inaugural game of the Creek Memorial League has been finished with a 1-0 win to the humans over the Goblins. So good job, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go write something in the league newspaper.
Sounds great. Excellent.
All right, I'll see you. Thanks for the game, man.
No worries. You too, man.
See ya.
Catch up. All right, so there you go. We got a touchdown. We almost got a touchdown, but the dice were not particularly keen on helping us. In terms of this, we get an MVP result. 5 in the troll is great. So if we get him and punch someone once, then and get an injury, then he gets to level up, and I can maybe get him block or guard or something. Statistics: decent ball possession, decent of our own half, not so great at the opponent's half. Look at this: 31 blocks succeeded. So I actually got a lot of good blocks, but they just weren't converting into the injuries and KOs because he has more armor than I have. So he just needed a few blocks. And I start dropping like flies, but he's tougher than I am. And I didn't get too lucky either, so I didn't get as many kind of injuries and kills and stuff that Goblins usually rely on to kind of even the playing field by just ruining the enemy team. Yeah, so that's that. SPP, we got a takeout by the Fnatic, and we got MVP, no new skills. He did great. He got a bunch of injuries, a score, and the MVP. So that's a really good start for him. After next round, or next match, he should be able to probably level up a couple guys, depending how things go. And the dice rolls, perfectly fine. Maybe slightly good on a few things, but just weren't where we needed them critically to come up. If we got a couple 5s near the end, we would have knocked the dude out, picked up the ball and ran it in. 50%, yep. Let's have a look at honest to God. Chainsaw doing excellent work, but just not rolling high enough. It doesn't kill him. Like if he fails this, he potentially kills himself. There you go. So, if we go into... We should have a leaderboard result now, but before it was blank. See the other random teams I play. Back actually. Go to the competition, the Incidentals trophy. And we go to leaderboard. Here we go. We've got a win. His TV is dropped because I did so much damage to it. And I've got a loss. So that may mean whoever plays him next, which I will check. He is next playing, in round 2, he's playing the Ogreland Outlaws. So their Ogre team is generally much like Goblins, a bit of a joke team. So that might mean that they have a chance. Maybe it's a little bit easier for them to take these guys on. Because humans are quite good starting out. They've got lots of skills, which makes them good out of the gate. They don't, they get better over time, but they start pretty good. Whereas other teams like Chaos, they have a lot of decent stats, but they don't have the skills to back it up, and so they get better as they earn skills over time. So yeah, so he's doing well. I think it's 3 points, or it's like a 3-point, or it's win is worth 3 draws, or that kind of thing. Let's have a look what ended up happening to his team. He spent his money, it seems. I'm not sure. I think he might have bought a new catcher, and because he had 20. Got 50. I don't know what he spent it on. So I think he had 20 because he was 980 initially, and he got 50. He said. Maybe he got a +1 for fame and a +1 for winning, and gave him a total of 70, which would have all got him that guy. That's my guess. Is he bought a new catcher to replace that one, and he, depending on if he's had more losses, he may or may not ditch that guy before the next round or the one after that, because this guy won't be in the next match, so he doesn't have to get rid of him now. you can see how things turn out after the next match and then get rid of him. But yeah, I've actually done the Ogreland guys a real favor by taking out a catcher and a blitzer. So they've got less offensive power, and they're going to have, only one catcher instead of potentially two. If he had kept his catcher and bought a new one, then it's 2 threats to kind of catch the ball and run through. And it also means he's going to be down to 10 players, so he's going to have a spare lineman that is going to be like a loner lineman, so he has that loner skill, but he's just a lineman, and he's there just to fill out the roster, so he won't have much of a bench. But yeah, he's got some fan factor, which is great because he won. He's got some statistics. He's now got just 1 win, and we can actually go back and we could watch that again if we wanted. But we've already got an OBS recording here, so that's the very first inaugural game: goblins versus humans, or humans versus goblins, with reasonably close. The dice were really against the goblins at the start. I would say BP made a couple of mistakes in terms of some dodges in directions that might not have been optimal. But I think the dice turned in my favor a bit more in the second half. Because if they had been totally even, the dice, I think he probably would have trounced me and got a 2-0 win easily. So I got helped out a little bit. Got me near to a win. I probably just needed a little bit more luck and would have go over the line. But I'm sure there were things I did wrong, and I'll see that in reflection. But, hopefully this will be done, in the next few rounds. We'll do it a few weeks. We'll get this done. And then you guys at home can join us for the next league. And you can see, BP won against me. He doesn't play as much as me, but that's totally fine. I'm not here to win. I'm here to show you guys the game and hopefully have a good time. And then you guys can all join in and we'll all have fun playing Blood Bowl because it's ridiculous and fun. So signing off. Have a good day, guys.